What if the true signs of genius aren't what we've been told? It's not about perfect grades, a spotless desk, or knowing all the answers at a dinner party. In fact, some of the most brilliant minds have habits that look a lot like laziness, messiness, or even anxiety. These are the markers of a brain that's working on a different, more complex level. We're about to uncover 10 subtle, often misunderstood signs of hidden high intelligence. As we go through this list, you might start to see some of your own quirks in a brand new light. And one of them is a habit you probably try to hide from other people, but it's actually a superpower in disguise. So, let's dive in. Number 1, you have frequent conversations with yourself. No, it's not a sign you're going crazy. In fact, it's the opposite. Psychologists call this self-talk or externalized thought, and it's a tool used by some of the sharpest minds to organize their thoughts, solve problems, and solidify memories. When you talk yourself through a process, you're essentially creating a dialogue between two parts of your brain. You're forcing yourself to structure your ideas logically, as if you were explaining them to someone else. The psychology behind this is fascinating. It enhances your problem-solving skills by allowing you to see an issue from multiple angles. It's like having your own personal consultant. Think about a time you were trying to assemble a complicated piece of furniture. Muttering the steps out loud, like okay, screw A goes into slot B, that I attach the leg, isn't just you being weird. It's your brain actively processing, sequencing, and confirming the instructions, which dramatically reduces errors. Highly intelligent people do this constantly, whether they're coding, writing, or just figuring out their day. Number 2, you have a sharp, and maybe slightly dark, sense of humor. If you're the person who always has a witty, sarcastic, or even morbidly funny comment ready, congratulations. A sophisticated sense of humor is a powerful indicator of high intelligence. Creating and understanding humor, especially complex forms like satire and irony, requires incredible mental agility. You have to be able to see a situation, understand the conventional expectation, and then twist it in a surprising and clever way. Studies have shown a direct correlation between the ability to produce humor and high scores in both verbal and abstract reasoning intelligence. It's because making a good joke involves processing multiple layers of meaning simultaneously. It's a cognitive workout. Imagine a friend tells a story about a ridiculously bad first date. A simple response is, "Oh, that's terrible." An intelligent response might be a dry, witty comment that perfectly captures the absurdity of the situation, making everyone laugh. That ability to find a unique, funny angle is a hallmark of a quick and powerful mind. Number 3, you're a night owl. For centuries, society has praised the early bird. But research suggests that those who stay up late might have an intellectual edge. Several studies, including one from the London School of Economics, found that people with higher IQs are more likely to be nocturnal. The psychological theory is that being a night owl is an evolutionarily novel preference. Throughout most of human history, activity was dictated by the sun. Staying up late, immersed in thought or creative work, is a departure from that ancestral norm. It suggests a mind that is less bound by traditional structures and more driven by its own internal rhythm. Think about it, the night is quiet. There are fewer distractions. It's the perfect environment for deep thinking, creative breakthroughs, and problem solving. While your early bird friends are asleep, your mind might be making connections and having insights that just aren't possible during the hustle and bustle of the day. Number 4, you are intensely curious. A highly intelligent person has a mind that is never satisfied. They aren't just curious about their specific field, they're curious about everything. They're the ones who fall down Wikipedia rabbit holes for hours, who ask why long after everyone else has accepted the what. This isn't just about collecting trivia. It's about a deep, genuine desire to understand the mechanics of the world. Psychologically, this is known as epistemic curiosity. It's the drive to acquire new knowledge and resolve intellectual uncertainty. Albert Einstein famously said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." This hunger for knowledge is the fuel for learning and discovery. A person with hidden intelligence might not show it off, but their browser history is a wild ride through quantum physics, ancient Roman history, and how to bake the perfect sourdough. They see the world as an endless series of puzzles to be solved, and they can't help but try to fit the pieces together. Number 5. You're aware of how much you don't know. This is a big one, and it's counterintuitive. We often think of intelligent people as those who have all the answers. But true intelligence often manifests as profound intellectual humility. This is the opposite of the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people with low ability overestimate their competence. Highly intelligent individuals are often acutely aware of the vastness of their own ignorance. They understand that the more you learn, the more you realize how much there is to learn. This is why they are often more cautious in their assertions and more open to changing their minds. They're not afraid to say, "I don't know, but I'll find out." Think of a meeting at work. The person who confidently spouts buzzwords and acts like they know everything might seem smart at first. But the truly intelligent person is the one listening intently, asking clarifying questions, and admitting when a topic is outside their expertise. Their confidence isn't in knowing everything, it's in their ability to learn anything. Before we move on to the second half of our list, it's important to remember that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. These are observed correlations, not a diagnosis. True intelligence is complex and multifaceted, and this is just one lens through which to view it. Number 6. You are highly adaptable. Intelligence isn't about how much you know, it's about what you do when you don't know what to do. The ability to adapt to new situations, change your strategy in the face of obstacles, and thrive in unfamiliar environments is one of the most practical forms of high intelligence. Psychologists refer to this as fluid intelligence, the ability to reason and solve novel problems, independent of any previously acquired knowledge. A rigid mind can be effective in a stable, predictable environment. But the world is rarely stable or predictable. A highly intelligent person doesn't just stick to plan A. They're already thinking about plans B, C, and D. Imagine you start a new job and all the software and procedures are completely different from what you're used to. Someone with lower adaptability might struggle and complain. Someone with high intelligence sees it as a challenge. They observe, learn quickly, and figure out how to make the new system work for them, sometimes even improving it. They don't just survive change, they leverage it. Number 7. You have a messy desk or workspace. This one might make you feel a lot better about the clutter in your life. While a clean desk can be a sign of an organized mind, a messy desk can be the sign of a highly creative and adventurous one. A study from the University of Minnesota found that people in a messy environment came up with more creative and interesting ideas than their counterparts in a tidy room. The psychology here is that a disorderly environment can disrupt conventional thinking and open up new pathways. When you're surrounded by a bit of chaos, your brain is encouraged to break free from tradition and make fresh connections. It's not about being dirty or unhygienic, it's about a mind that is so focused on big ideas that it prioritizes them over perfect organization. Think of the classic image of a writer's room, with papers and books scattered everywhere. That mess isn't a sign of failure, it's often the physical residue of an intense creative process. Number 8. You enjoy your own company. In a world that often celebrates extroversion, the ability to genuinely enjoy solitude is a subtle sign of high intelligence. This isn't about being antisocial. Highly intelligent people often have strong social skills. But they also have a rich inner world that they need time to explore. They don't need constant external stimulation to avoid boredom. Being alone provides the mental space necessary for reflection, deep thought, and processing complex information. It's during these quiet moments that the most significant aha moments happen. Think about a long walk you've taken alone or a quiet evening spent just thinking. That's when your brain gets to sort through the data it has collected, make connections, and work on problems in the background. People who need constant noise and activity might be avoiding their own thoughts. People who seek out solitude are actively engaging with them. Number 9, you have high empathy. Intelligence is often split into two categories: cognitive intelligence, IQ, and emotional intelligence, EQ. For a long time, IQ got all the attention. But we now know that EQ, the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, and to perceive and influence the emotions of others, is a massive component of overall intelligence. High empathy is the cornerstone of EQ. Being truly empathetic requires a huge amount of cognitive processing. You have to listen to what someone is saying, observe their body language, consider their perspective, recall similar experiences, and formulate a response that is both supportive and insightful. That's a lot of data to process in real time. You're not just hearing their words, you're simulating their entire emotional state in your own mind. That friend who always knows the right thing to say, who makes you feel truly seen and understood? They aren't just nice. They are running complex social and emotional algorithms in their head at lightning speed. Number 10, you have a tendency to overthink or worry. This is the habit you might try to hide, the one you might see as a flaw. But a tendency to worry can be an unexpected side effect of a highly active and intelligent mind. Why? Because an intelligent brain is a powerful simulation machine. It doesn't just see the present, it constantly runs scenarios about the future, exploring every possible outcome, both good and bad. This ability to foresee potential problems is an incredible survival and success tool. It helps you prepare for challenges and avoid mistakes. The downside is that this simulation engine can sometimes go into overdrive, leading to what we call anxiety or overthinking. You might lie awake at night replaying a conversation, wondering if you said the right thing, or planning for a presentation by considering every single thing that could possibly go wrong. While it can be uncomfortable, this tendency is rooted in a powerful cognitive ability to analyze, strategize, and anticipate. It's the sign of a mind that is trying to protect you by being 10 steps ahead of everyone else. So, what do all these signs tell us? True intelligence is far more complex and colorful than a test score or a job title. It's woven into the very fabric of our personalities, showing up in our humor, our habits, our worries, and our curiosities. It's about how you process the world, how you adapt to it, and how you connect with others. If you saw yourself in some of these traits, especially the ones you may have thought were flaws, like your messy desk or your tendency to overthink, it's not a sign that you're broken. It might just be a sign that your mind works a little differently, and a little more powerfully, than you've been led to believe. It's about embracing the unique way your brain is wired. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these hidden signs resonated with you the most? Is there one you used to think was a weakness, but now see in a new light? Share your story in the comments below. We read every single one, and your insight could help someone else see themselves more clearly. Let's start a conversation.